Shanti, everyone, and a big welcome, big welcome. And of course, special welcome to Ranjani, first time to come and share with us all. Um, I'm going to introduce you by saying you better introduce yourself, but I can just tell everyone what a nice, royal, Jnani and yogi sister you are. And I just feel so at ease around you. You're not pretentious. You just, yeah. And yet you hold your space, your royalty. So that's how I'd introduce you without knowing your story or where you've come from. So I'll allow you to share your story a bit with us all and take it to wherever you'd like to. And Ranjani, please unmute.
Om Shanti, everyone. And it's really great. I think since I don't know how many years, Warren Bai is holding this class. Today, I would like to share a bit of my spiritual journey, not as something special or extraordinary, but simply as a reminder that we all walk this path together, sometimes with ease, sometimes through storms, but always with Baba's hand holding us. Do you agree with that? So I came to Baba when I was very young. I would say when I was 11 years old. My parents came to Baba, and along with them, I came. And of course, from my childhood, a few of my lessons, I'm going to share a few of my lessons and learnings, and also some beautiful realizations that have made me who I am today. And and I think as you listen, you will also begin to reflect on your journey, on how lovingly Baba has been guiding you, often in ways we don't even notice. So, since childhood, I have been an introvert, a quiet observer, and of course, a lover of solitude. Even before coming to Gyan, I used to just sit on the top of our terrace, and I used to watch the stars. And then I don't know what I was thinking, but I was a lover of, I am a lover of solitude. And I still remember one particular moment very vividly. I was walking home from school. It was just straight road. Um, it was a highway. Actually, and one automan used to bring me back home, but that day he didn't turn up. So I was just walking all alone with my school bag on the roadside. And then I stopped at one place, and I was just watching the cars and the buses going on the road. I was just standing under the tree, and suddenly, this question rose within me that, I'm just standing alone here. There are my friends in my school, teachers there, and at home I have my parents and the grandparents, my sisters. But who is with me now? Who is really with me? Who can be with me always? Now there is no one. So who can be with me? Such a very young age. I was hardly, I think, 9 years old. And I was having this thought, and I didn't get the answer. And the same question was pestering me. Who is with me? And then I walked back home. And later, in 1 or 2 years, when I came to Baba at my age of 11, of course, I was too young to understand the depth of Gyan, but I remember the feeling something powerful when I was at the center, a sense of contentment, inner satisfaction, as if my question had been answered. I felt those vibes there in Baba's room, especially. I don't know, I just enjoyed being there. And the meditation actually pulled me a lot. I mean, Baba gave very good experiences even in that age. Once I felt very light and floating, and I was just sitting in the classroom. I mean, I was totally stable, not moving. I was still. And the Murli was over. I was feeling just above the ground, as if I'm floating. And my mom saw me, and then she actually called me, and then she took me back home. And she noticed that something is different, and I'm experiencing something. So she asked me, "What's happening? Did you have any experience in yoga?" And I told my mom, Amma, I am, in Tamil, we say aval, that is poha, rice flake. Okay. I was telling my mom, I am a rice flake, you know. And my mom was very happy. And she also told my father that she has got good experience in yoga. So from that day, I was just sitting in yoga, and I loved. And Baba actually, I think Baba was pulling me just like that. And another thing is, from my early days, I was taught by one senior brother saying that we were all kids, and he told that go and sit in Baba's room in front of the trance light, and talk to him, have a good conversation with him. And if you want to ask anything, just ask him, and he will reply. And I totally believed that Baba will reply to me. And then I went inside Baba's room, and then that brother told that, okay, once you get the reply, you come and tell me. Go, sit in Baba's room. So I went inside, and I was sitting just close to the trance light, and I was talking something, I don't remember what. I was sharing something with Baba, and then waited for Baba to answer me back. And no reply came. I waited for a few more minutes, and nothing happened. And then I came out of Baba's room, and I was hiding myself from that brother, because if he asked, then what would I answer? Because Baba didn't reply me. So, so what happened that every day I used to go and sit, even at home, we had small translite. So I used to just watch, see Baba, and try to pick up if he is, whispering something to me. And then later, when I, of course, grew up, I understood that, Baba won't talk like that physically. But that habit of talking to Baba, that became a habit to me. I mean, I would say that self introspection and the self talk, I talk to myself in solitude. So that introspection, that self talk, and conversation with Baba became my constant companion, I would say. So, one thing that really, really helped me to grow was my habit of talking to myself and talking to Baba. For um, for something that, if you ask that what actually what slowed down my progress, I mean, this habit of conversation with Baba, that has really helped me to progress fast and grow. But something that slowed down my progress was thinking too much about what others might think of me. I used to feel that I should never give sorrow to anyone. That was one of my principles since my childhood because both my grandfathers, they were into Gandhian movement. So it's like, they don't wear the silk cloth because peace and non-violence are the main principles. So they wear only cotton clothes, and peace and non-violence was always been one of the favorite topics at home. So being brought up in a Gandhian family, so that non-violence was very deeply ingrained in my mind. So I used to feel that I should never give sorrow to anyone. So I would keep stretching myself or extending myself more to others than, taking care of myself or something. I tried to satisfy everyone, making sure that they felt okay with what I did. But in that process, I sometimes, or of course, most of the times, I forgot and some, I mean, I forgot myself. I forgot me. Over time, I realized that what truly matters is not what others think of me, but what I think of myself. And in my childhood days, um, my mom was fond of reading, so she wanted to develop that habit in her children. So she brought many books, comics, and some spiritual stories. There's some storybooks and variety storybooks. And I was fascinated by the story of, Gulliver's Travels. Hope you all, you know. So, where tiny people were there in that story. I thought there are Lilliputs, Varanbai, they call them as, right? Yeah. Tiny people. So in that story,
Lilliput.
and I thought they are there somewhere in the world, my childhood, and I wanted to help them. And at that time, there was severe drought in our town. And my mom used to go to the nearby well to fetch pots of water every day. And I thought I would find those tiny people because they would also be suffering from the severe drought. And I thought, okay, I would find those tiny people and I can easily help them, fill their water tanks very easily. And so I used to search for those little people under the bushes. So anyway, I was disappointed I couldn't find. Later, I understood that it was the benevolent attitude that God initiated at that time. And and that same attitude brought me into this spiritual service. Um, Someone said, one of the senior sisters said that, when you take this birth, this body, from that moment onwards, Baba is watching you because only while being in this body you come to him. So from that moment of your birth, Baba is with you and Baba is watching you and he is, taking care of you. I really liked it. I think so. Step by step, I could see that how Baba slowly trained me, or yeah, and and I often say that um, adaptability, tolerance, and creativity. These three are my stepping stones. Because of that adaptable nature, I was sent to different places for seva. And of course, this the natural nature of tolerance and of course creativity. So they have helped me um, keep moving forward. And one thing that I have always protected in myself is the spirit of ahimsa, non-violence. For me, non-violence is never allow hatred to enter my heart, never allowing hatred or disliking, towards anyone to enter my heart. I can, it's not exaggeration or boasting about myself, but I I can really challenge even a very big crowd or anywhere that I cannot hate anyone in this birth. So I think that Baba has really bestowed me with such a big, easy heart. So that's really helping me. Of course, but my journey hasn't been without its challenges. So, though I came to Baba at 11, and then you have to cross the teenage, right? So during my teenage, I was I was actually bullied at school for my appearance. I was tall and I was very thin and very skinny. And my classmates called me by names like bamboo stick, skeleton, and they would make fun of me. Have you swallowed the bicycle handlebar and all that, seeing my collarbone? So they used to make fun of me a lot. And I used to laugh along, but inside I felt very, very sad. And being shy and reserved, those experiences actually left me with low self esteem. And, these, I mean, whatever had happened in my childhood, I could understand much later after coming to the center. When I was contemplating and, doing that self checking in solitude and silence, I could understand what was the psychology behind my old sanskar. That's when I found out this. So, um, being shy and reserved, my I mean classmates making fun of me left me with low self-esteem and an aching need for approval, from people around me. And I poured all my energy into studies to gain recognition. I always came first in class. I was the topper. I was in number one, first rank. So the teachers know me very well, the school also, because I was the topper. But that success came from a hidden place. That is a wish to be accepted. So when I was um, introduced to, when I came to Baba, um, yes, the main lesson was soul consciousness, right? So I didn't even share with my parents that this is what is happening in me. I'm feeling sad about, other people making fun of me. And then later, once I just shared, and then I was told that what was the first lesson? What is the first lesson? Soul. And it took, of course, it's not easy, understanding soul consciousness and application of soul consciousness. But yet it took time, but I learned. And one main thing is at the center, of course, in the school I'm judged, but in the center I felt peace because there is this judgment-free environment. Sitting in meditation, listening to Murlis, and I slowly began to feel um, whole, you know, the understanding of soul gradually healed um, my feelings of inadequacy. And as I began to um, explore soul consciousness and also being an instrument at the center, teaching meditation to others. And of course, when we become Baba's instrument, that's really, really an added advantage, or I would say the great fortune that, we start teaching ourselves. So once Dadi Janki said that teacher means teach her, teach herself, you know. So, and yeah, and then I learned who I truly am, and I started appreciating myself. And I realized I had been kind to others. I had been kind to others, but I was, harsh on myself. So, because, I used to believe that I was responsible for every problem. When something happens, I am responsible. It's like self-blaming. But Baba has really taught me by different situations and by yoga experiences. Baba's love gently changed my inner dialogue, you know, about myself. Because in every Murli, Baba really boosts up our self esteem, right? So it was, even I didn't know how I transformed, but it happened. So the most transformative lesson was the first lesson, and um, is this: I am a soul, living energy, not just physical body. It's a simple lesson. It's like ABCD, but that's the foundation, right? So the two beautiful truths shaped my entire journey is I am the master. I am the creator of my own thoughts. I am the master. And second is I am special and I am unique. So understanding that I am the master of my thoughts, I am the master of my actions, that's really a wonderful concept that made me feel powerful instead of powerless. So I learned that, and if I can control my mind because I understand that I am the master. And I'm special. I'm special. Each soul is special. Baba says each soul is special. Each soul is unique. So I just accepted Baba's words. And it's not having faith on Gyan, but accepting. Of course, in faith there is faith. Without acceptance, I will not have that intoxication, right? Or I will not have any transformation in me. So I accepted it fully. Yes, I am special soul and I am unique. That helped me to stop comparing myself with others. And it made me realize that yes, each soul is different. So differences are not difference, deficiencies or differences. They are beautiful expressions of uniqueness. So that's what I have used and I have been using whenever I travel outside of India. When I was there in other countries also, that really helped me. Yes, people are different. The culture is different, but I won't see. I made a point that I won't see it as a difference, but uniqueness. So this shift completely transformed even my self image and confidence. And that's helping me to get along with people. And also, I experience that, love wherever I go. I experience just love. So, easiness and love I experienced with this. And of course, over time, I started loving myself more because I think in this Brahmin life or anyone's life, self love and self compassion is very important. Baba is showering on all of us a lot of love, no partiality, no conditions. We say unconditional love the Father gives all of us. But do I allow Baba to love me? That is question mark. So only if I accept myself as I am, and if I have that self-love and self-compassion, you know, then I am allowing Baba to love me. Otherwise, Baba keeps saying, you are such a wonderful soul, beautiful soul, lovely bache, ladle bache, raja bache. He is saying, but I am saying to myself, no, I'm weak, I'm not this, I'm not enough. Then how will I experience Baba's love? So, with that learning, that I began to see self compassion as a form of self parenting. Because when I face different situations, hardships, only at that time when we face such tough situations, that's when the soul, feels low, weak, and a lot of waste thoughts come, and there is self-doubt and fear, a lot many things, right? So that's when the self-compassion helps. And I experienced that. So self-compassion is a form of self-parenting, I would say. So it's learning to be on my own side. And Baba is there always on my side. It's just I have to be on my own side. I even remember on one Valentine's Day, I gave myself that gift of love. That is the promise to accept myself completely. So I see courage. Courage is, I would say, courage is the result of self-love and self-compassion. To me, courage means having the ability to be yourself without trying to impress anyone. So this is a lesson I learned. And this spiritual wisdom taught me that I am a beautiful soul. I am eternal soul. I am a special soul. I am a unique soul, courageous, lovable, and peaceful being. It made me realize that I am who I am and I am enough. So, to strengthen this awareness, of course, sometimes we get the realization, and of course, there is transformation also. Along with that, I think we need to sustain that awareness because storms come, yes, different situations. So, the path of a road has many ups and downs, but we are traveling, we are moving ahead. Even if we go down, if we are moving ahead, we are not stopping or we are not going back. So, so, so to strengthen that awareness, I keep my mind engaged, engaged daily in something positive. Of course, Murli is the best tool or medicine to stay positive the whole day. So I created few techniques to absorb Murli, writing in different forms. I mean, some mapping or, writing in different compartments so that I am attentive. Some yuktis. So keeping my mind engaged in something positive, starting from early, and then of course meditation. And my favorite, I mean, I of course I do drills, mental drills. Uh, of course, I won't say that I'm doing it regularly, but yet, whenever I just want to stabilize my mind, I immediately do the drill. My favorite drill is, can I tell you? Huh? So my favorite drill is quickly fly to Paramdham. Quickly in a second. In a second, go fly to Paramdham. Sit very near Shiv Baba. Okay? And then just, feel that embrace, Baba's embrace of light. Or maybe you can also say that kiss Shiv Baba. And then come back. Come back afresh. Even half a second drill is also okay. Or even 1 second. I don't know, half a second. Uh, so just 1 second drill or 5 seconds drill, I love it. Sometimes I feel that, oh, poor Shiv Baba, he's all alone. Okay, let me go and give his company. Say hi to him. Huh? So, that I really love such drills, and that immediately, sets my mind on track. So that's how I think we need to sustain. And of course, I have my favorite hobbies, whether it is origami or singing or rock painting or whatever. I have few hobbies. I think hobbies are um, important in each one's life. You need to have such hobbies because that really, brings that focus and, you can, I mean, bring Baba's remembrance very easily. It's very much needed because all have different responsibilities, whether the householders or the center residents. We have different responsibilities. We're always active, doing many, many, many different things. So this will really bring us that refreshment and somewhat some healing. So I would always advocate BKs to have some good hobbies. And because when the mind is busy in such good hobbies, there is less room for waste and negativity. So yes, through this awareness, I also learn another um, this how to live in harmony with others. And I also remind myself that if I say that I am special, you're also special. Each one, everyone is special and unique. So when I truly understand this, I don't judge others. The judgment disappears. And if there is no judgment and there are no conflicts, right? Conflicts automatically dissolve when I stop judging and when I stop expecting others to think and act like me. But I won't say that um, I'm 100% successful in this, but it works. It works. Of course, I get sometimes slightly these questions of why this person is like this. I share some advice, but or some suggestions to bring a change in the person's behavior that would help in Baba's service. So with that good wishes, I share, but still the other person is not taking up that those things and still continuing that sort of behavior. So sometimes I get a little bit irritated. Of course, irritation is a form of anger. And then I tell myself, self-talk. Self-talk, and as I told you, self-talk and talking to Baba. Only these two are helping me. I talk to myself and I say, yes, each soul is special and unique. Accept. Baba accepts everyone. Accept and then send good wishes. And then slowly the irritation goes down. So, and that helps, of course, so that, I can, I become adaptable with different people because of that. And the relationships are smooth and easy. And that also helps me to, move ahead or grow in this Brahmin life. And I often say that, of course, everyone needs respect, and everyone would say that, please don't judge me. I would also say that don't judge me, like other person also. How can I judge others? So, when I accept myself, I can also accept others, right? And that creates real peace. So, and yeah, of course, acceptance is, um, somebody said that acceptance is respect in action. Nice insight. So of course, when we apply this principle to communities, cultures, and different nations and the world, and naturally, the world will become heaven, right? Of course, it's diverse, yet harmonious, beautiful bouquet. And as Baba's children, of course, our plan should always begin from the self. That is the stage of our mind. I think as a Brahmin, our first preparation is to stabilize the mind. Even before we start doing service. In one Avyakta Murli, in 1992 Murli, I think it was New Year Murli, in that Baba says that Riddhi Siddhi Wale, I mean, those who do what do you call it in English? They do miracles through their occult powers. But you, Baba's children, you are Paramatam Siddhi Wale. I don't know how to translate that in English. Paramatam Siddhi Wale. Siddhi. Okay. Success. Victorious. So they do miracles through accurate method. Success comes through accurate method. Baba says that, right? Vidhi se siddhi in Hindi. So what vidhi? Accurate method. So that we attain success. It is nothing but having powerful and positive thoughts. Having faith in the intellect. Baba says that in his Chai Buddhi. So that is our power. With that, we become victorious or successful. Because where are we now? We are in Sangam Yug. With whom? With Baba. With God. So when the boat and the boatman are strong, what would the storms do to you? So in that, Murli Baba says that storms will help us move forward. As someone messaged in the chat, Tufan se tofa. Tufan is tofa. A storm is a gift for us. So, of course, those words, a few Murli points at different times, have helped me. So those words have been a compass in my times of challenge. When the mind fluctuates, I remind myself, Tufan is tofa. Every storm is a gift that helps me move forward. And of course, from Dadis also we learn many things. From Dadi Prakashmani, balance of innocence and wisdom. And Dadi Janki, she once said, when I met her for the first time, individually, personally, I was asking, Dadi, I'm a teacher, I'm in the center, so how should I balance love and law? And she said, are you a teacher? And I said, Haan, Dadi. And Dadi said, I'm not a teacher. It was a great blow. I said, I'm not a teacher. I'm always a godly student. Okay, I got the answer. And from Gulsa Dadi, that beauty of detachment and deep faith and a calm and joyful and also introverted nature. I think that's what truly means to be truly surrendered, that balance. Yes, they're all our role models and all our seniors. They remind us to be powerful, peaceful. And one more thing I want to share is sometimes my spiritual effort is focused on maintaining that inner stability. I think that is what is very much needed, as we are all Baba's instruments helping. We are responsible for this world. Transformation is a big word, but yet, helping other souls. So maintaining that inner stability. So that's my present focus. And of course, it depends on my relationship with Baba stabilizing, and also my awareness of my role and responsibilities, and my um, yeah, that our aim. Sometimes I ask myself that I check I check this even while I was in Chennai and here. I check, is my self-worth dependent on how much service I do or how much appreciation I receive? Being at the center for this many years, do a lot of service and you get appreciation, baba, baba, and all that. But is my self worth dependent on that appreciation I receive or how much service? The answer is no. My value lies in who I am, not just what I do.
Mm.
So, yeah, so every situation brings lasting lessons, and my responsibility is to change my perception, whatever situation, not changing the drama, change my perception, you know. And of course, we have to make effort. There is a quote like, you cannot climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. So you need to do effort. Yeah, keep moving forward, keep fueling your vehicle. Otherwise, your vehicle won't move forward. So fuel your vehicle. For me, ahimsa or non-violence is, as I mentioned, it is accepting um, uh, accepting with regard to people, when I accept people as they are. Acceptance, I think that's the first step in nonviolence, because violence in thoughts, of course, then that becomes violence in words and actions. We all know that thoughts are the seeds. So when I accept, because when do I become violent? I don't accept, when I reject. So
Mm.
our mind always in either of these two modes, acceptance or resistance. So I start accepting and I don't resist, and that's when I become non-violent within. So I think that's what in this spiritual path, that's what our Purusharth is, to make it simple. Soul consciousness, I think I mentioned these two aspects of being in the awareness that I'm the master of my own thoughts. That is my practical application of a soul consciousness. And of course, in daily practice, this bodilessness, that is when Baba says that Ashariri Abhyas, the stage of bodilessness, bodiless stage, that helps me. Whenever just you sit on the chair, just leave the body,
Mm.
just leave.
Mm.
Think that this is the moment to leave the body. That's the moment has arrived. Like,
Mm.
that make the body loose. So that really helps me. And my favorite relationship with Baba is a friend, because as you must have understood from my sharing, talking to Baba. So it's like a close. In talking to him is like a close friend who walks beside me while I'm cooking or doing other seva, or sometimes if I feel a bit low, I just speak to him with in my mind. Baba, what do you think? Should I do this? You know how I feel right now. So, like that, talking to him. So,
mm,
of course, the beautiful thing is the answer doesn't come, always come in words, but it comes as a feeling.
mm,
When you remember Baba and talk to him, it comes as a feeling, a quiet strength or a sudden clarity in the
mm,
mind.
mm, mm,
So Baba as a friend he's the one who just listens me without judgment, and he never interrupts. I can talk to him as long as I can, and then I want. So, and he always sees the best in me.
mm,
Even
mm,
if I forget it, he reminds me. So
mm,
Baba is my friend. So I feel completely accepted in his friendship. You know. So no need to pretend, no need to prove. Oh, so it's become a natural state of companionship. Sometimes, or yeah, when I am being adaptable and accommodating with others, yes, they take that as an advantage, and then they try to overpower me. But that's when the point of the self-respect helps. That is, when I don't react to how they behave, then that's when I become strong. Yes, I want to be in my principle of, being accommodative and understanding and giving respect to others. And if they um, take that advantage in the form of like, sometimes the service companion at the center, because my more than half of my this physical age I'm at the center, so I have lived with different sisters, many sisters. Okay, they keep changing, right? So that's where I have the experiences.
mm,
So I have seen that the service companion, of course, if I have been given the role of a coordinator, and the other person is assisting, and I give equal respect, but they start overtaking, and I mean, they do many things that, oh, she won't say anything and I can do that. So that's when I have to be very polite and not getting angry, but
mm,
stabilize my self respect, and then talk to that person with the faith that the other person will understand. I think being in self respect and also having that faith on the other soul, that will mend the relationship, and that is really brought a very good transformation. I have got good stories about that, how the
wow,
person was and how it had really changed that person when we share that. I mean, when we are in the self-respect and also have that faith on the soul, have mercy. So that
mm,
really has helped me. I started my seva when I was 21.
wow, wow,
Um, After finishing my graduation in the college,
mm,
university, I went to Madhuban for Kumaris training. So in those days, it was 1 month training in Gansarovar. It was in 1996. And then 1 month practical training in Delhi. So, Chandramani Dadi, Prakashmani Dadi,
mm,
Asha Didi, they were our teachers. And out of 350 Kumaris in Gyansarovar, they selected 75 Kumaris for the practical training. So I was one of those 75. So I went there to Delhi, and we were there for 1 month, and they gave practical training. Practical training means how to read Murli, how to do Dharana class, and how to explain the pictures, and how to set a dining table. and how to serve the guests when they come, and then how to do a public program, how to give introduction of institution, welcome address, vote of thanks, and all that such, service. And also along with that, the Yog Bhatti and all those seniors classes that made us strong, making us strong. And then so from there, wherever they send us, we have to go there. It's not that, oh, I go back to my own town. No. So all those 75, we didn't know where we are going to go after this training is over. Such was the training. That is the Samarpan Buddhi.
Wow.
And then I was sent to Chennai.
Yes.
Yeah. And at the age of 23, I was put in a new center as a center coordinator. Until then, I was in the main center. I would say that as you move forward in your spiritual journey, um, just keep this gentle awareness alive that I am a peaceful soul, beautiful soul. Baba walks with me, and every step I take along with him, he turns into step of success. Beautiful life, living with Baba. Fortunate life. All I want to be close to you. All I want to be close to you. Dancing in the rays of your virtue. Dancing in the rays of your virtue. Swimming in the waves of your love. Swimming in the waves of your love. Gaze into your eyes, oh Baba. All I want to be close to you.
Om Shanti.